Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video takes a look at one of the commanders from Jumpstart 2022, Kenessos, Priest of Thassa. I decided to challenge myself and see if I could come up with a fun deck that stayed under a $100 budget, and I think you'll like what we've got here. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Kenessos, Priest of Thassa is a 2-mana 1/3 legendary merfolk cleric. He says if we would scry any number of cards, we scry that many plus 1 instead. Additionally, we can pay 3 and Simic to look at the top card of our library. If it's a Kraken, Leviathan, Octopus, or Serpent creature card, we may put that card onto the battlefield. If we don't, we may put that card on the bottom of our library. So this is a sea creature tribal deck in Simic colors. A 4-mana activated ability is easy for Simic decks to hit, and you can generate tons of mana in these colors. But remember, we're keeping the deck under $100. Now before we get to our deck list, we should keep in mind our checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, 1 sudden I win card. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Hinterland Harbor, Rimewood Falls, Tangled Islet, Yavimaya Coast, Temple of Mystery, Tanglepool Bridge, Simic Guildgate, Simic Growth Chamber, Quandrix Campus, Thornwood Falls, Woodland Stream, Evolving Wilds, Terramorphic Expanse, Scavenger Grounds, Myriad Landscape, 12 Islands, and 8 Forests. Arixmethes the Slumbering Isle, Gwenna Eyes of Gaia, Cultivate, Kodama's Reach, Skyshroud Claim, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Rampant Growth, High Tide, Nature's Lore, Farseek, 3 Visits, Migration Path, and Wilderness Reclamation make up our mana ramp package. Sea Dasher Octopus, Explore, Joint Exploration, Growth Spiral, Eureka Moment, Urban Evolution, Eternal Witness, Return of the Wild Speaker, and Rishkar's expertise allow us to dig through our deck. Hullbreaker Horror, Junkwinder, and Shipbreaker Kraken all serve as on-theme interaction, but we've also got Commit Memory, Beast Within, Pongify, Negate, An Offer You Can't Refuse, Taljalad Justice, Plasm Capture, and Imprison in the Moon. Scourge of the Fleets, Cataract Leviathan, Whelming Wave, Aetherize, and Displacement Wave all serve as our board wipes. I know that's a lot, but this deck isn't the fastest, and we want to slow our opponents down once in a while. The Temporal Anchor, Brainstorm, Deliberate, Opt, Behold the Multiverse, Serum Visions, Mystic Speculation, Foresee, Netherese Puzzle Ward, Mentor's Guidance, and Nissa's Steward of Elements all help us to control the top of our library. Scrying is very important in this deck, and we don't want to miss with our commander's ability too often. Koma Cosmos Serpent, Nadir Kraken, Spawning Kraken, Slyn Voda the Rising Deep, Chartix the Raging Isle, Inkwell Leviathan, Tromokratis Deep Sea Kraken, Octavia Living Thesis, Ominous Seas, Simic Sky Swallower, and Reservoir Kraken make up the core of our deck. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 51 mana sources split between 37 lands, 13 pieces of ramp, and 1 ritual. A little heavy, but necessary just in case we need to cast our sea monsters from our hand. 21 pieces of card advantage counting our commander and scry effects. 11 pieces of interaction. 5 board wipes. 2 pieces of graveyard hate. 1 sudden I win card in Mystic Speculation. Okay, I know that Mystic Speculation isn't super powerful, but it's one of the best scry effects in our deck. If we cast it with its buyback cost and our commander is on board, we scry 4 deep for only 3 mana. That gives us about a 75% chance of finding one of our sea monsters. Now, I wanted to include Seedborn Muse in the deck as well, but she was just out of budget. We also didn't have a way to make infinite mana, which I know a lot of us are tempted to do when there's an ability like Kenessos. But this is a budget deck, so we have to make do. Are you building Kenessos, Priest of Thassa? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, there's a link to her Fiverr page below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Phoenix of Ice, Squishy, RGC, Brett, Ignis, and Roxy. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.